Hi, welcome to this computer system. It's a plasma system, and I'm responding to a friend of mine, an ArcoLinux beta tester data. A question about a super tool for which I've already asked an extra modification, and you can ask that on GitHub, these things. This is what I'm talking about. This is flameshot. Ctrl-Alt-T, you have your terminal, sudo pacman -s flameshot. Okay, so that's the version we have at this point in time on Arch. It doesn't matter what version it is, it will get only better. It has this small icon, but of course it's not going to be there the first time. I launch it, or you launch it with flameshot, right? And then you have this icon. Nothing happens. You have these three little things down here, and then right mouse click, go first for configuration, I always forget to do that, and then select all. Why select all? Text is not active, so text is like this. So select all, and for the rest I keep everything as is, but you can have a look at this, the names. You edit the name of your capture, so you can add some stuff in here, time, date, and months, and so on. Not really interested in that. But I am truly interested in how you can communicate with people. So launch at startup, that's why it's there all the time, which means in Linux it's going to be in your .config autostart folder. It's there. With a Ctrl-Alt-E, let's combine two things. The tweak tool is, we have here the autostart, and the autostart is actually just listing, right? Making a list what's inside your .config autostart. It's not creating anything new. You can create something new if you want to. You can remove something if you want to, right? So it's just a list, and flameshot indeed is in there. So every time I boot up, I have it available, because you want to explain things to people, right? So you are talking about something specific, and then you say like this, you're talking about, I don't know, what's something about NeoFetch. You're going to make a thing like that. You can make it smaller, bigger, anything you like. You can also move it around because you made a mistake, and then you go ahead. So we have this arrow, and you scroll up, and you see a number up here, and with a number I make very big arrows, right? So it's really obvious we're talking about the resolution here. Control Z, yeah, correct. Control Z undoes everything, or will undo everything, and with an escape you stop everything, so then the image is not taken and you can start again. But Ctrl Z is important, because sometimes you just want to have this and you just want to redraw. Ctrl Z and just try it again till you have it exactly the way you want it. You can also use arrows and all things like that to say okay, but you can also make them again smaller. You see, when you scroll, of course I have a mouse, and with a mouse it becomes smaller and smaller and smaller, right? So that's interesting. Right mouse click, you can choose another color if you like to, but I think red mostly attracts attention of users, so that's good. Some drawing things, some line things. Mostly I use the arrow, and sometimes I use this in, for instance, the release of the Calamares, to say this is what's new. And text, of course. Use the text. Say, there is a problem, right? And then you can make this bigger and bigger, again with scrolling, the way you like it. Those are the things I generally use. This is also going back, undo, moving it about, the size at this point in time. You know, I don't want to save it as a file, a PNG, and that's my question to the developer, to be able to save it as GPG, since I have so many websites. A GPG is a fraction of 1 to 10 as in PNG, so I have to do extra workflow and have to change PNG to GPG for the website. So on Discord I never save anything, I just copy and then right mouse click into Telegram or Discord or Facebook, and the image goes online and people can see how I solve things, or what's important, or where they should look at, and so on. So flameshot deserves your attention. Not much to say take screenshot is select an area with a mouse, so press escape to exit, right? Press enter to capture, so I can press enter already. Press right control to show the color picker, use the mouse wheel to change the thickness. So I've explained everything, except press space to open the side panel. So this thing I never use, but okay, so you can grab a color if you want to. And then you just explain what's important to your users. Whoa, big arrow. And with that, I end. All right, have fun.